So we are live on Facebook. Kiara is handling the whole back office. Kiara, if you can make me a co-host, that would be really great. And we will be welcoming various people from different parts of the world in a few minutes. And our intention today is, as always, to release that deep-seated conflict between the soul presence, feeling confined in the human form. That confining experience really dissolves and gives way when the soul recognizes that it is free to be omnipresent and fully expanded, and in this, express itself in its indestructible, eternal, limitless form through the human form, which is the vibration of love in its innate vibrational frequency. And that love is an amplifying frequency. So that is something that takes place with this. And it is a journey of coming home. It is a journey of unconditional acceptance. It's a journey of the presence and receiving of that unconditional love. And that is what takes place. So we began this sharing some time ago, and we went through what this human vibe attunement is, how it arrived, and then I took you through an understanding of the soul, through an autobiography of the soul, a body of work that I received a couple of years ago. And then we started focusing on understanding the human form itself. And then we moved to upleveling the human form, so that in its physiological state, it can actually amplify and hold that humongous expression and amplification of the soul presence. So we have been working through various systems of our physical body. We have done the work on the immune system, the spleen, as well as certain aspects of the large intestine. We did the work on the circulatory system. We did the work on the liver, the pancreas, the heart. And today our focus is on the skeletal system and the musculature and the muscles that support the skeletal system to operate. And that's what we are focusing on. So we're going to open the meeting rooms now, and people will be joining us from different parts of the world. I'll be saying hello to them, and we will get going promptly in a couple of minutes. So do open the meeting room now, Kiara. Thank you. Hello, Meena ji. Hi, Nancy. Hello, Asha. Hi, Vince. Hello, Justin. Hello, Karen. Hi, Jill. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Rakesh from Spain, looks like. Hello, Cheryl. Hi, Linda. Hello, Karthik. Beautiful. That's great. So I was just sharing that we are in the process of up-leveling the human form. And we went through a journey where we understood more about the soul through the autobiography of the soul. And then we started to understand about the human form itself. And we've now been working on up-leveling the human form. Today, our focus is on the skeletal system and on the muscles that support the skeletal system. We have 3 systems: the flow systems, organ systems, and life force systems. Dis-ease first sets into the flow systems, and it lodges itself in an organ that might be weakened. The organs get weakened by emotional distress, and disease that sets into the flow systems attaches itself to an organ. And then we treat the organ because the symptoms are showing up there. The disease itself is not treated. So when the symptoms go away, either that organ is weak enough that it gets diseased again, or the disease finds another organ to lodge itself. So really, if we are to work on the releasing of dis-ease, it's a flow system that we are meant to work on. And it's very important to support the organs as we go along. So here we are engaged in beyond meditation. Beyond meditation, which really gets you into that human vibe attunement of love. Love is an amplifying frequency. It is an amplifying frequency that is attuned for our life on this planet in this human form. And a soul being has chosen this human form as a way of expressing itself. So it is going to utilize the amplifying ability of this human form. For the soul to fully express itself, it needs to really feel and know that it isn't going to jeopardize the human form if it expresses itself in its full might. So this human vibe attunement, by taking our human form to its absolute core essence, which is the essence of love, allows that human form to operate at a vibrational level. Now that vibrational reality is absolutely brilliant. And then the physiological makeup of the human form itself requires to catch up to this up-leveling that has taken place. And that is the journey that we have been on. We would not have been able to do anything like this in the past, because just, the environment, the energy on the planet itself was not present to support us. Whereas now we can, and that's a whole different body of work to understand why, what is the difference. So I'm not going to go into that right now. As you know, these up-leveling sessions take a little longer than the usual human vibe attunement. Many of you have asked me about 8-8, and I've been talking about the Lion's Gate, and you can go online and there's lots of stuff that is written about it. So on Saturday is when we have this amazing date, 8-8, which is the peak of the Lion's Gate opening. So we've been building up to that. We've been building up to that, which is really as if we are being woken up from a deep state of slumber that the human race has been in. The rest of nature is already woken up fully. It never did go into the deep state of slumber that we did as humans. So as we build up to the 8-8, it's literally as if, it's full-blown sunlight and we are fully awake. And some of you have already been sharing your experiences where you could be in the same place and experience whatever you're experiencing, and moments later, it feels as if you are somewhere else. But actually you're still in the same place, except the experience is completely different of where you're at. So really what is happening there is that waking up from the deep state of slumber. I'm going to talk much more about that on Saturday. What is that opening from a dream state? Waking up from that dream state mean? What does that actually look like? And why is it even relevant or important? We are to get our physical structure. The skeletal system is seen as a flow system. So we're going to work on the skeletal structure today, and I'm going to get going with it. Those of you who are regulars here, join us on Saturday, 8-8. The session on Saturday, 8-8, will be longer than this session even, possibly more like 45 minutes to 50 minutes, because I'm just going to allow a transmission to come through that requires to be anchored on this planet for all of humanity. So let's begin today. So get yourself to be comfortable. Make sure that your back is supported. You don't have to be resting against a chair or anything. You can feel supported. Sitting upright is great. Feet on the floor is even better. And if for any medical reason or comfort reason you require to lie down, you go ahead and lie down. Be responsible for your own comfort. The middle of your feet are connected to the core of the earth. Have your arms on either side of you, dropping down loosely, palms facing in the front. Fingers are stretched out, and tips of the fingers are connecting to the core of the earth. The base of your spine is also connected to the core of the earth. All of these connections have happened with a golden cord. The golden cord has got the precious metal gold in it, shungite, which neutralizes negative energies, lower forms of energies. We now have the presence of citrine in the golden cord itself, and we also have the presence of precious stone emerald. You can put your palms on the top of your thighs, palms facing upwards. In the center of your left palm is ruby. In the center of your right palm is spartic, which is a clear quartz from the Himalayas. You're going to scan yourself from the top of your crown all the way down to the base of your feet. You're going to scan in concentric circles. Begin with the front of your forehead, the back of your head, and scan everything in between. The front of your nose, the back of your head, and scan everything in between. And when you're scanning, just as you scan, any energies that no longer serve you get released into the core of the earth. Go to the front of your mouth, the back of your neck, the front of your chin, the back of your neck, and scan everything in between. There's a very specific brushing down, energetic brushing down that is taking place of your brainstem area. That's releasing the inflammation that sometimes exists in that area that causes that fright or flight syndrome. The front of your chest, the back of your upper back, your shoulders. The front of your chest again, and the back of your shoulder blades, and underneath the shoulder blades, in your armpits. Just release any energies that no longer serve. That in itself starts to soften the many, many lymph nodes that we have in that area. The front of your waist, the back of your middle back, the front of your abdomen, the back of your lower back, the top of your thighs, the base of your thighs, the front of your knees, the back of your knees, the front of your shin, the back of your calf muscles, the top of your ankles, the base of your heel, the top of your feet, the base of your feet, the tips of your toes. And in your scanning, any energies that no longer serve you are being released into the core of the earth. And it's as if there's a purple rain that has, like a cloud that has gathered, and it's a cloud that is actually releasing this beautiful rain, which is purple in color. It's a color of Saint Germain. And that purple rain is just raining in on top of you, and it's spreading across every cell in your body. And it's a rain that has this, it's a rain of like pixie dust. And it's the pixie dust, each pixie dust particle contains that vibrational frequency of that innate vibration of love that makes us human. And it starts to just go through your body. And as that is occurring, there is a remembrance that is starting to return. We are focusing very specifically on the skeletal system. So remembrance, it starts to return to every cell that makes up your skeletal system. And different cells of your skeletal system have got different originating intents. Like the skull is a part of the skeletal system. The entire length of the spine is. And the entire bone structure that makes up our body is. They've got different originating intents, and a remembrance is returning to the originating intent of each of these different parts. And as that remembrance is returning, some of these skeletal parts had started readjusting themselves to compensate and support you so that you could keep your center of gravity. And in doing so, had actually got slightly deformed and were putting undue pressure on some of the nerves, causing either a chronic dull pain or excruciating spasms from time to time. The spasms would show up in the muscles. Your skeletal system is kept upright by the toning of the muscles. So when we work on the skeletal system, it is important to also bring the up-leveling of the musculature system. Up-leveling of the musculature is what is wanting to come through. That supports the skeletal system. So a remembrance is being infused and a remembrance is being brought back into the muscles that support the different component parts of the skeletal system. And that remembrance also includes that level of toning that is perfect for that particular skeletal region. And just as that remembrance returns, that particular muscle group starts to recalibrate to meet its exact level of toning. All of this is extremely important so that the bone can get back the strength that it has already been programmed to have. Its strength returns whilst the density builds up as necessary. The compromise in the bone density, yes, there are environmental situations, lifestyle choices that have an impact on the depletion of the bone density. That's how it begins, and then that density norm shifts because that remembrance of the originating intent is compromised. So what we're doing here is returning that original remembrance back. And over the next several days, the density of your bones will start to return because that remembrance is back. To enable that to occur, because the musculature that had been supporting your bones had developed to support the bone structure in a compromised fashion. So those muscle groups require a recalibration. So what we're doing right now is literally like an elixir, drop. It is being dropped into that entire musculature infrastructure that supports your skeletal system. And that elixir drop is returning a remembrance of the originating intent of those muscle groups. There's a rebalancing of lactic acid and various other things that support the functionality of the muscles that will also take place over the next few days. And if you have any form of discomfort, literally just breathe into it, love, kindness, and compassion, and breathe out gratitude and peace. You're still receiving the pixie dust of the purple showers, purple rain. Some of our bone structures had become very, very hard. Yes, it's strong, but it's not rock solid, because it's meant to expand a little. There has been an expansion of our brains over the past several years. There's an increase in headaches that people have had because the skull has found it difficult to readjust. That is being readjusted right now. Those of you who have had any sort of memory lapses and stuff, you will notice a sharpness return to your memories. A dull underlying pain that many of us have experienced, either due to some form of back conditions, spine conditions, or anything else. It's as if that chronic, dulling pain is being relinquished. When our bodies up level, it is important to also work with our emotional state and our mental state. And that is what gets enabled in the way we are doing it here. You're going to breathe in to the count of 9, hold to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 6. And with this breath that you're taking, you're aligning your mind brain, your heart brain, and your gut brain. You're also opening up all of the 13 chakras that are now active and available to you. And this is necessary to have the 13 chakra activation, is necessary to have the kind of experience that Suzanne shared earlier on, which is being in the same place and experiencing a complete transformation of your experience and of the world that is around you. Going from an okay feeling to an exquisite, enchanting, deep state of calmness that comes from all of the 13 chakras being open and unblocked. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So breathe into your spine. Take a breath in and have it go all the way down your spine. And then as you're breathing out, take that breath out. It lifts off the spine and you're breathing out through your heart. You're breathing in love, kindness, and compassion down your spine. You're breathing out gratitude and peace. You're breathing in love, kindness, and compassion. And you're breathing out gratitude and peace. Take that breath in, take it into your skull. And as you get to your skull, you're going through all of those very, very fine formations of your skeletal system that make up your neck, your collarbone, all of that. Breathing in all the way into your skull, and of course everything that it houses. And as you breathe out, you're breathing out through your eyes. Your eyes are still closed, but that's where the breath out is coming. You're breathing into your skull with your nose, love, kindness, and compassion, and you're breathing out through your eyes, gratitude and peace. Breathe into your skull, love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. It has a very, very powerful impact on the whole formation of the pineal gland. Another breath in to your skull. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Yeah, if you feel like yawning or anything like that, there's a lot of movement of energy that has just taken place. You're now going to breathe into your rib cage. So you breathe into your rib cage, love, kindness, and compassion. And as you're breathing out, you're again breathing out through your heart. Breathe into your rib cage. Breathe out gratitude and peace. You're now going to breathe into your pelvic girdle. Breathe into your pelvic girdle. And there's a slight readjustment that is taking place. It's necessary for all of us, actually, just to get into the proper attunement of being human. That's taking place right now. And when you're breathing out gratitude and peace. You're breathing out through your heart again. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion into the pelvic girdle. Breathe out gratitude and peace through your heart. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. You're now going to go into your knees. And you're going to focus your attention on all the intricacies that make up this knee of yours. And you're going to breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. And you're going to breathe out through your knee itself, gratitude and peace. Breathe in through your nose. Direct the breath to your knees. And then you breathe out gratitude and peace as if the breath is coming out from your knees. Now you go into your ankle. Again, a lot of intricate bone formations are there. You breathe into it, love, kindness, and compassion, and you breathe out through it, through the golden cords in the base of your feet, into the core of the earth. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Now you go towards your toes. Feel that twitchiness. You can lift your feet up a little if you like. Put them down, lift your toes up. Lift your heel up, down, toes up, down. Heel up, down, toes up, down. Breathe into the tips of your toes. Breathe out through your heart, gratitude and peace. Take a deep breath in. The breath is going down the back of your spine, the back of your legs, all the way to the tips of your toes. Breathe out. Suck that stale air out, breathing out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. The purple rain has just stopped. You're surrounded in a bubble of purple light. And in your heart region, there is a flame that has just been lit up. It's a flame of love. You will see it in different colors for different people. And that lighting up of that flame literally is sparking out an inner heat that is illuminated with your inner light. And that inner heat is a very powerful healing device that is bringing about a healing of the muscle memories that may be associated with pain. It is also bringing about a deep-seated healing of your skeletal system itself. This healing is going to continue for the next 24 to 36 hours. Allow yourself to experience that and receive the healing that is being given to you by yourself. In my world, you are the one you have been waiting for. You are the one in the perfect attunement of your human body. You are the one that is in perfect attunement of your soul's calling. I'm just guiding you to make those connections. Your human body now recognizes the strength it is, recognizes the power it holds, and upholds its own worthiness. And in doing so, it welcomes the full presence of the soul being that is residing within you. And it opens itself, allowing itself to express itself in that amplifying frequency of being love. And allowing that amplification to rise and expand as much as is called for the full expression of your soul presence through this human form. It's as if you were lost and you have just found each other. You and your soul presence. Feel that feeling as your human form rises and speaks aloud after me. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Allow yourself to just take beautiful, soft, gentle, deep breaths, breathing in love, kindness, and compassion into your skeletal system, and breathing out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. The originating intent of your skeletal system is the honoring of your own worthiness. It is dignity. It is that we sometimes term as standing tall. That is the innate vibration. That is the originating intent of your skeletal system. And when you bring in the frequency of love, which we have just done, there is nothing else that can exist there. You continue to stand tall without compromise, without the need to compromise. Take your left hand over your heart and your right hand just over that left hand. Take both of those hands, slide them down your body. Keep them for a few seconds over your solar plexus. Slide it down and keep it just over your navel. Separate the arms, still sliding them down, touching yourself absolutely, exactly, perfectly. Keep sliding those arms until you get to your kneecaps, and then really just clasp your kneecaps. Slide them back up your thighs, up your body on either side, on either side of your shoulders. Bring them in front of your throat in a namaste. Rub your palms against each other in front of your throat. Put them over your eyes. Open your eyes in them. Take them on top of your head, the back of your neck, on either side, and then do an energy sweep. Returning the remembrance of the skeletal system. I've done this before, so it may feel, just be very, very conscious and aware, and as you're walking, because we've got so used to walking in a way that our muscles have compromised or compensated for our skeletal system being out of alignment to keep the center of gravity in. With the skeletal system having returned and to its, to the remembrance of its originating intent, it will start readjusting and recalibrating. So just be aware of it and be conscious. There is no rush. When you start rushing, you lose the creativity. You lose the creative expression of you. So just allow yourself to be, notice what is there at every step that you take that is making your heart sing. You will experience, a beautiful posture where your shoulders drop down, The back of your crown is stretched up. Many of you might even notice any double chins or any layers that might exist underneath the face start to disappear, just because of the way your spine and your skeletal system is now holding you up. So with that, the human vibe attunement session is complete. And we always love to hear from you. Anything that you would like to share that you're present to. I know there are several of you who've been sharing that you go into a very deep state of rest or sleep. And that is absolutely the best news that I can have. That is what happens. That is that experience of coming home, that experience of oneness. So if that's where you are, that's where you are. You can message me afterwards, message on Facebook, what occurred, what happened. And remember to join us on 8/8. It's a very powerful day overall, and we already have begun that journey of rising from that deep state of dream state slumber. And it's going to continue, the 8/8 experience is going to continue till the 12th of August. So it's like rising up, reaches a crescendo on the 8th, and then it tails off after the 12th of August, by which time it is our opportunity to have crossed that threshold and made that shift for ourselves. And this evening at 5:30 a.m. Pacific time, we will be doing the session on the 8th step of the 12 steps to exquisite enchanting relationships. It's a very, very specific step. And it's a step that is literally like the key to releasing and removing all forms of blocks, obstacles, or barriers. So join us on that. That is 6 a.m. tomorrow for us here in India. Thank you for sharing your phrases and your words. Lighter than a feather. That's great. Love, only love. Alert, gratitude, love, feeling dazed, very deep. Yes, it is very deep. Very specifically for you, just on your innate vibration is systems and structures, and we actually worked on the ultimate systems and structures of the human form. Mynoo, thanks. Transformation vibe felt within. Thank you. Thank you so much. Love and gratitude, complete, exquisite, swimming, floating, gratitude and peace, full awareness brings magic in my walk. Yes, Asha, uplifted and full of gratitude and love. Gratitude and peace. Wow. Majestic. Indeed. Deep calm, deep healing and rejuvenation. Gratitude and perfection. Dignity in strength. Grace, peace. Thank you. Thank you so much. With that, I declare the session complete. Thank you.